more for playing Guilty Gear Strive. Gonna be, I don't believe, are they gonna be playing in the Strive? I think they're running that.
He has mentioned he's playing in Strive. Yeah.
Got it, okay.
He is putting his life on the line for me to point fun at him.
Okay, well, we're going to see if they are going to keep it locked here with the Katalina, but DaFunnyMan sitting right back down in the chair on the 2B, coming off of a great set against Mickey wins here. We'll see if they're able to use that momentum to carry them even further. But right now, LethalFebreeze doing a great job of utilizing Cat's great pokes to keep 2B in this corner.
Yeah, I so badly wish I wasn't on comm so I could advise our friend here, but I will say he's showing some skill with Katalina that I wasn't expecting. I'm impressed.
Yeah, there we go. Closing out the round, putting 2B already in a very tough position. That is a very hard position for any character to really fight off of. And yeah, if you guys couldn't pick up, the commentator to my left currently is a Katalina supporter.
She's cool.
She is very cool.
And her theme's great.
Her theme's lit. Her theme is very lit. But here we go. We're going to get a bit of a fight out using, again, that far medium doing a lot of work here. Usually you see a lot more far heavy at those ranges, but if you're not really looking for a counter poke there, far end is still not a terrible thing to go for, but neither is that DP in that situation.
Yeah, landing its mark and being able to really try and keep the positioning on screen. 2B getting a large extension here, but actually is down 2 BP gauges, which can be a bit of a scary situation depending on how this turns around.
But still fighting our way out using that safe Enchanted Lance Ender to slowly take space back. Oh, that was actually very punishable with the parry, but again, not ready to go in there. But this time ready to bait out the DP and go straight into the SBA. Nothing fancy, just going to keep it clean and keep a win in our column round 2 going to DaFunnyMan.
All right, we're at 1 round apiece for humanity's sake. Absolutely.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Oh, here we go. Sometimes Katalina feels a little bit inhuman as well, but right now it is looking like, oh, actually, never mind. Here we go. We're going to bust out of the tether pressure there with the DP, but just going to run into a quick light auto combo. Going to use the full EX Hammer extension. Go into Severing Assault. Yes, we do.
All right. I'm liking what we're seeing as the bracket progresses. DaFunnyMan really starting to get his hits in, really starting to make things count. We're starting to see full conversions more consistently and putting Febreeze into a tough situation where originally at the start of this game, Febreeze was actually having him in the corner. Oh, but looking at it now, he's got the corner position, forcing the strike throw that we all love in fighting games.
Yeah, ask for it and you shall receive. Febreeze already ushering 2B into that bad situation in the corner as well, but good use of the dash to get the run up into the tick throw, just showing the 2L and then showing the throw right after the fact. That is DaFunnyMan closing it out after taking a bit of a spill in that first round there, but correcting it in short order.
Absolutely. I gotta be honest, folks. I'm really trying to stay professional on the mic.
Yeah, a lot of unfortunate missed opportunities there from LethalFebreeze, especially on the defensive end there to close out round or game 1. But here we go. This was where the Febreeze got a lot of mileage off, but that sweep was very punishable. Luckily, DaFunnyMan not able to catch on to 2U being there. Got the Wall of Light to hit a newly buffed move, so a lot of damage was left on the table there, but we're gonna get it back right here with the SBA confirmed.
Very nice, very good conversion into a full combo. Going to be able to keep this corner position down to 1 BP, so the next hit can certainly kill. Oh, just one throw could do it.
Oh, ready to parry the far M. Gonna spend that last BP trying to get a Raging Strike, but nothing doing. Ultimate DP as well. You were out of options there, and just letting it rip with the 50% meter that you had, but LethalFebreeze was already on it, and even if he got hit, that was still not going to be the end of the world, but you get the round ended by a good early DP call out.
Absolutely. A lot of this mid-screen is definitely a bit more back and forth, a lot more patience on both players' end than we've seen throughout this bracket. Being able to just try and control space with the buttons, this is the kind of Granblue that a lot of people have been really raving about in terms of what's the classic. Always brought out by Katalina. Definitely someone who excels in this kind of positioning.
Yeah, honestly, that's playing a lot more into Cat's hands rather than 2B's hand. If you're playing that dash up and dash grab game, which, again, to DaFunnyMan's credit, has given him a game as he already catches out the light wall approach with the 2L. But you're sort of playing into the poke game that Katalina wants to play, whereas, again, you use that far H there for the corner pressure, but if you represent that neutral, it's going to be a lot harder for Katalina to throw out that far M all willy-nilly. But here we go, LethalFebreeze now getting their offense started, forcing a fight back, though, from DaFunnyMan.
Absolutely. Very good. Oh, nice hit confirmed, but nothing to spend it on now. I will say, low on skill gauge from 2B. Going to be hard to get out that large amounts of damage, but able to maintain this corner position, luckily, and no punish on the stinger. Being able to catch Febreeze trying to move forward out of the corner.
Yeah, again, that poke game is something that is being allowed to Katalina right now, but it doesn't seem like Febreeze is catching on to the moments where it's most advantageous, especially, DaFunnyMan showing up that far H right there, but for most of the set, like you were saying, like it's been to the advantage of Febreeze to throw out these far M's and far H's, but right now we're letting DaFunnyMan get free reign on the offensive end and usher Katalina into the corner. Gonna try to swing on -4, but the spacing allows a more comfortable situation. DP gonna be let rip here. If we can get the full confirmed, this should be death. A little bit early on the Raging Strike, though, so they couldn't go into SBA after they didn't have the bar build.
Absolutely. Febreeze having to really mount this kind of comeback. Oh, but Chip is a real situation, and that's going to be it. We're going to have to say goodbye to Febreeze and the Katalina with DaFunnyMan continuing forward through his loser's run. Will he be able to actually pull it out? I'm liking how he's improving throughout the bracket.
Absolutely,
Each set we've seen him on stream is a little more clean, a little more comfortable. And that's something that you like to see as the bracket continues. Maybe starting to build that confidence we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and the mid-set adaptations as well. Again, I keep anchoring on this point, but we were mentioning that they were sort of, the initial strategy was playing a lot more into the opposing character's favor, but then you saw a round start. We saw him open the last 2 sets with far H, but this time being a lot more patient to start things out, but then in the final game, or in that final round of the final game, just letting that far H rip and already letting Febreeze know, okay, those pokes, you're going to have to think of something else here. You're going to have to either play for a counter poke with a whiff punish there, which you haven't really shown to me quite yet. So I'm going to do this until, otherwise proven. So we're seeing a good awareness of the flow of the game, the flow of the set there from DaFunnyMan, to your point. So it's going to be interesting to see how far that takes them into the bracket, but we're going to go into the other side of bracket, I believe, because we're going to have Trip sitting down against a Percival.
Ooh, Percy! I like Percy.
Yeah, Percival is very cool in this version. I think he's pretty sick.
Definitely cool, dude. Yeah, you can play Foozies. He's got the half screen normal. He's fire. It's just so sick.
Literally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Lord of Flames.
Lord of Flames. Yeah, Flame Carpet definitely. Some people are now saying it's probably the best ultimate skill in the game. +9 on block, and it does a lot of damage just with the character just occupying the space in that fire, in that Flame Carpet. So it is. I will not discount it at all, though. It is a very strong tool, and particularly, it is hard for Charlotta, who is going to be played by Trip, who is sitting down on the right here. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how Trip is going to try to approach Percival, because that is a very tall task. I understand in vanilla it was not a very fun matchup for Charlotta, and it does not seem any more fun here with some of the